true, and by our law, by our constitution, it will be for 30 plus 30 days. So starting from today, our troops will be brought to the higher readiness level, and there are some things which we will have to do. We are bringing up the reserves. It's already 36,000 called into the active service, so we are coming with each and every step. The curfew is not considered yet, but it will be introduced if needed.
Will you be reintroducing conscription?
We still have conscription army. It's a much smaller portion of our army, but we still have conscription, yes.
And why do you think the time is right for a state of emergency?
Because Putin decided to recognize this runaway separatist republics, which he supported for almost 8 years. Now he destroyed the only mechanism of diplomatic negotiations with Russians, which we called Minsk agreements. They're not that's already dead. And he also signed the agreement with these newly recognized pieces that he will support and maintain security by the Russian forces, meaning that he has a right to come enter the territory. We still have to see when he is actually crossing the border openly, not what he was doing in a hybrid way, but openly. If it happens, we will see that they are going against us with full-scale aggression.
There are other steps you're taking as well. You're telling Ukrainian nationals to leave Russia, is that right?
We're telling Ukrainians to leave Russia. We're telling people on occupied territory to join us on a Ukraine government-controlled territory before it's too late, before Russian troops are entering.
And what about diplomatic relations with Russia? Do you tend to break those off?
We are considering this is a very difficult step. We have so many Ukrainians are still in Russian territory. We have to know how we will defend their rights. And that's a very dramatic message we will send to Russians, that our centuries-old relations are over. We will have to step up, and at some particular point we will have to reinvent these relationships. But as of now, they're done.
Is the time for diplomacy over, or is there still room to maneuver?
We still believe that there is place. We ask Putin to reconsider his decree of recognition, because he's recognizing part of our territory after he already snatched a piece which was Crimea with 2 million people of occupants. So he is unfortunately stepping up in aggression against us. The 8 years of long negotiations came to no fruition.
Are you still talking to Moscow? Is there an open line?
We're still talking to Moscow. We still have our embassy, although we will have to withdraw them. There are some of the diplomatic staff there. There are no families, but we will have to withdraw, and Russians are withdrawing their staff from Ukraine, from Kiev's embassy.
How would you assess, Mr. Ambassador, the mood of Ukrainians today?
We are considered by Russians as stubborn, but we are not stubborn, we're resolute. We understand what the grave danger is hanging over Ukraine, but we already lost almost 14,000 people. So we're kind of ready for this, and people know what is happening.